All right, y'all, the start. The start is always the hardest part. A lot of people already heard that before, but a lot of people don't understand how deep it actually goes. The start is always the hardest part. Getting started, not knowing what to do, figuring it out. It's so much, right? But the problem with that is a lot of people go as hard as they possibly can as soon as they start when it comes to diet and exercise, or either or if they only doing one or the other, right? So, or they doing something else making it harder on themselves. They want to lose weight and build muscle and get in shape, but they want to go a different route than diet and exercise. So many other hard parts of that. I'm not even going to touch that because it'll be my last few videos. Watch my other videos and see all about that. So, right, medication, all that. Type in Repetime Fitness, whatever. You'll see. Just scroll through my channel. I don't remember the title. I don't want to mess up this one. All right. A lot of people go to the gym, haven't been working out, and they're doing the hardest cardio they possibly can, trying to lift the weights the hardest as they possibly can. Or they diet, they start cutting out food groups, they start starving themselves, making it harder on themselves, which is going to make them do what? The hardest part is starting, right? They're going to stop. They're going to burn out, or they're going to give up. They're going to make it so hard that they cannot take it. They're going to pick a diet that they cannot stick to. It might not have any structure, or it might just be too hard, right? But then they're going to have to start all over again, which is the hardest part. Even myself, right? I'm really good at, I know how to lift, I know how to diet, I know how to do whatever. Getting started, whenever I have to get started, because there's always times I got to get started again. This ain't just a linear thing, right? Especially with my goals. I want bigger muscles, I want to get stronger. So sometimes I got to eat more calories. It's not just a weight loss thing for me. Sometimes I have to gain weight a little bit, or maintain my weight, or lose weight again to get shredded again, right? So the decision of getting shredded again, or getting into that groove of that diet, even though I know exactly what I'm doing, getting into that groove is harder. Not as hard as if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's harder than me just staying on it, you know what I'm saying? But my goals are my goals, you know what I'm saying? I have to do what I have to do for my personal goals, right? So just like lifting weights, okay? I've been putting bench press on the front burner. My deadlift was at its peak. I haven't been deadlifting like that. It's been probably 2 or 3 months since I really had a real good deadlift session. When I get back to deadlifting, I don't think I'm far enough to where I have to start over. But if I waited another 3, 4, 5 months and didn't touch the deadlift bar, I had to start over. Not saying I don't know what I'm doing, not saying the strength ain't there. The smartest move will be to start over so I can avoid injury. And I can actually progress, get back to my groove, and then progress. Same thing I'm going to have to do with the squat. Same thing I'm doing right now with the bench press. I got that 6 sets, 6 different sessions, 8 blocks. People that don't know lifting, they don't understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. But I'm probably going to have to start that program over again because I decided to go a different route. A lot of times you do that. There's reasons to do that sometimes. But I've been just benching 225 for high reps lately. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing my... But like I said, the beginning of that program, I mentioned that to say this, right? The beginning of that program, I started off very easy. 205 pounds for high reps. How many reps can I get out of 205 pounds? I could probably get 20 reps out of 205 pounds right now at a body weight of 174. You know what I'm saying? I was 180 when I started that program. Probably could have got it for a few more reps. But I started that easy. That way, as I progress, as I get heavier and heavier and heavier, as it gets hard to that sweet spot, I'm ready for it. See what I'm saying? A lot of people start and they're not ready for what they're starting with, and it's sabotaging their whole journey. The hardest part of the whole journey is the beginning. So you keep having to start over because you're picking the wrong way. Slow and steady wins the race with dieting. That way you can stick to it. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to progressing in weightlifting. Cardio, all that. Don't go from sitting on the couch to running a marathon. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't go from having ran in 10 years to running crazy sprints and doing HIIT cardio and going crazy, going zone 5 cardio. No, that's not the way. Start with what you got. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Comment, like, subscribe, share. This video is all over the place because I got to go to work. It's the middle of the summer. I got a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to work. I got my work shirt on under this, and I'm not sure I can film it, so I put on the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So, it's time for me to get my day started. The hardest part, like, okay, sometimes, you ever been in a real good sleep? The hardest part is getting up. Come on, man. Once you up, you up. Then it's done. Comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. I got 2 things to do. I got to put my boots on. I got to put my wallet in my pocket. I got my phone, charger, make sure everything in my bag. See what I'm saying? Hardest part, getting started. Think of all that stuff. I don't want to leave nothing. I leave one thing, my day is ruined. Oh, I got my phone charger. Can't watch videos on my break. Watch my videos on your break. Comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy. Watch these 2 videos at the end. Peace.